This is the all-new 2014 Toyota Corolla. To say it's a big deal for Toyota is an understatement. It is their best-selling vehicle by far and consistently is top 3 in passenger vehicle sales year after year after year. And for Canadians, a big deal as well. We buy these in huge numbers, plus it's made in Canada. We're here at the launch in Quebec City.
There's 7 different models of Corolla. We've got a different version for literally every segment of the marketplace. And with a brand name that's as strong as Corolla, with the sort of heritage that it has, it's starting with a very strong base. But we've taken all of the QDR, the fuel economy, the affordability that are the hallmarks of Corolla, but brought the style, the excitement, the interior amenities, the technology. And so we think it's going to be a very, very strong player for us.
Well, the outside of the Corolla looks much better. The interior is a huge jump up, competing with other modern vehicles. What do you need in a modern vehicle today? Soft touch materials on the dash, the armrests, and all around the car, and they have that in this new Corolla. You'll notice the 6.1-inch screen. That's available on the middle LE and also the top S trim that you see here. That's almost worth getting because it comes with a backup camera as well. The base model, the CE, doesn't have that. It just has a regular radio. But the good news, even base model comes with Bluetooth streaming audio and radio controls along with an auxiliary jack that comes standard on every trim level. Now, the overall ergonomics of this vehicle are great. They've made a long wide dash here, makes the car feel open. Even though they've lowered the roof and made the car a little bit lower overall, they've brought the seating position down and the steering wheel down to give it a more driver-oriented cockpit feel. Now, the back seat is a nice place to spend some time. They stretched the wheelbase by a full 10 centimeters. Makes the doors much bigger in the back and plenty of seat room as well, and leg room, and that's really what you want in an all-round family car. Have they improved the interior of the Corolla? Absolutely.
The starting price for the S is now about $1,400 below last year. And what we're expecting is that where the CE model, our opening model, used to be our biggest selling vehicle, that's now going to move up a level to the LE. So when we talk about this new Corolla, you can't help but be impressed with the Valvematic powertrain, the CVT-IS, all of the sorts of new advancements that we're bringing to deliver smooth, easily accessible power, but also to give you the fuel economy and low emissions.
Let's get started with the engines first on the Corolla. The base engine, or actually the majority of the Corollas, are equipped with the same 1.8-liter 4-cylinder that was in the last Corolla. It's good for 132 horsepower. There's one exception though. That's what's called the LE Echo. It gets you a slight bump in power, up to 140 horsepower, but they varied the length of the intake valve. It can go either a bigger opening or a shorter opening, which helps with fuel economy and gives you that bump in power. That's only available on that one trim level. Then we can get into transmissions. The base model gets a 6-speed manual transmission, and it's also available on the S trim that we have here to make it a little bit more fun to drive. On the base model, you also get a 4-speed automatic. That's also carried over from the last Corolla. The biggest change that you'll notice in the Corolla lineup when it comes to the driveline is the continuously variable transmission. That's available on everything but the base model. The base model, as I mentioned, comes with the 4-speed automatic. Now, what you get with that is a wider range of ratios for the transmission. It also mimics very nicely regular gears in a regular automatic, especially with the sport mode here. You can push a button and it mimics up to 7 different gear ratios and can make the continuously variable transmission feel livelier. Then you get into the elongated wheelbase. 10 centimeters has been added. When you lengthen a wheelbase, and that's why luxury cars have long wheelbases, you get a smoother, more compliant ride. So the combination of the CVT and the longer wheelbase makes this new Corolla feel more sophisticated, quieter, and smoother. The steering is still very light, and that's kind of what they like for low-speed driving. It does firm up a little bit on the highway, but overall, I would say this is a very smooth, quiet, and relaxed ride now, with a slightly more edgy feel than the previous model, but not much.
Obviously, it accounts already for about a quarter of our sales, but it's also a vehicle that we build right here in Canada. It's the mainstay of our Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada operations in Cambridge, where we also build Matrix. Just down the road in Woodstock, we build RAV4. And at Cambridge, we also do the Lexus RX. But Corolla really is the backbone of that operation. And it's part of a commitment that we make to build cars where we sell them. And frankly, everything we've seen so far indicates that, that people are waiting for this one to get into the marketplace.
Well, Toyota had to tick quite a few boxes in their update list for this 2014 model. Did they get the styling right? Yes, I think so. This is going to attract younger buyers to this vehicle. Did they update the interior? Absolutely. Much better than the previous model. Ride and handling has been improved, and it's more efficient, basically on the back of the new continuously variable transmission. Plus, there's a whole lot more options than they've ever had before. The ultimate goal, though, was to become the #1 best-selling passenger vehicle in Canada. We'll have to wait and see if they succeed with that, but this is a very good start.
Want more? Extended reviews of many of our segments are available online at drivingtelevision.com.
Style, absolutely. You can tell just by looking at this car that it reflects a new brand experience and design expression. Interior, class up. And of course, when we talk about this new Corolla, you can't help but be impressed with the Valvematic powertrain, the CVT-IS, all of the sorts of new advancements that we're bringing to deliver smooth, easily accessible power, but also to give you the fuel economy and low emissions. And again, it just comes down to a question of, are people looking for the sophistication and style of the LE? Or are they looking for the sporty appeal of the S? And in either case, I think we've got them well covered with a number of trims.